Well, it's time to lay all the cards on the table. After watching this video, a big red round button will appear in front of each of you, and you'll be able to press it if you have the courage. Literally the next day, your life will change. You'll be able to easily meet women, build relationships with them from a position of strength, and feel confident. I'll explain why, to this day, any information you've tried to get from pickup books or internet articles couldn't help you. What was your personal mistake, and the mistake of 98% of men? Any man who has at least some experience communicating with women or simply has observational skills knows what kind of male image attracts women. In short, it's a man who can say no. A man who is indifferent, not overly impressed by female beauty. He does what he wants, not what she wants. It's a man who can tease or joke about a woman when it's appropriate. He creates emotional conditions, both on the first date and on the 101st meeting, such that the woman always feels she doesn't control the situation. She always has the feeling that he's unattainable, that she couldn't fully absorb him, conquer him, tame him, or break him. In the end, she feels he's uncontrollable, and she wants to be with him. We all know this perfectly well. There's a contrasting opposite image. Let's call it the gallant cavalier program. This is a man who always says yes, who's overly impressed by appearance or status, who does what the woman wants, thinking that's how to win her over and spark feelings. He's always trying to please, afraid to make bold moves. He's accessible without realizing it, and becomes a kind of tame puppy. No matter if he looks like a bulldog, he's still a tame puppy on the inside. We know from books that yes, it works that way. But the main problem for men seeking effectiveness, the hardest part, is the irrational desire to be liked by the woman. It turns out there's a recorded program inside him. Imagine a cassette or floppy disk labeled gallant cavalier. He repeats it over and over. It doesn't work. He goes online, reads a few books, thinks, I was just doing it wrong. I need to do it differently. He tries to insert a new disc, a new program, but the motive remains the same. He takes the cassette labeled alpha male, but he does it again just to be liked by her. We don't change the foundation. You open a relationship book with one goal, to be liked. But to be liked, you need to stop wanting to be liked. Do you see the contradiction? For most men, this thought, this meaning, turns out to be inaccessible. On your path to progress, you'll have to give up this desire to be liked. Otherwise, you'll stop progressing. In regular pickup, I criticize its philosophy more, but there are useful elements. A man starts approaching on the street. He's afraid of rejection. He's extremely dependent on that feedback. He thinks everyone should give him a number. If not, he's a failure. That's the essence. A lot of pickup info is dedicated to how you react to rejection itself. Under various sauces, they shift your focus. One approach I intuitively came to at a very young age, around 19, was realizing yesterday's maxim in these conditions would have found 10 reasons not to approach. I approached and did it. Suppose it didn't work out, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I did it, because I could. See, we changed the task's focus. The goal isn't the number or her response. The goal is that I just did it and enjoyed the process. That's the point. Most men create unnecessary hassle for themselves. It's a common theme. A guy interested in dating asks a friend, hey, you're into this. Can you make Natasha fall in love with me? A man who's learned something in this area will respond, buddy, why would I do that? The guy says, but you can. The experienced one, I'm not looking for hassle. I'm enjoying the process and the result. Right now, I can go out or open an app, find 15 women ready to communicate with me. It's fun and interesting. They engage and it suits me. Why chase someone to make them fall in love? You do that instead. It's a different mindset. So to start studying this path, get rid of the desire to be liked. Only then do we start building real qualities. A very valuable tip. Why does a woman lose interest? Why does she ghost, not go on another date, not obsess, not fall in love, not chase? You're predictable. You texted, met, drank coffee, talked about everything. How did this differ from her 10 previous dates? It didn't. Why would she feel super interest? She won't. What to do? Look in a book again? Nobody. The mechanism is different. Give yourself a life hack. You need to master the routine. We're talking about a dose of unpredictability when you can evoke emotions, any varied emotions. You can do this only after fully mastering the routine. Almost all DMs and questions I get describe typical situations where the woman loses interest because the man is banal and boring. He can't generate or invent anything. He's lost in the routine and falls in love himself. You need at least 50, maybe 100 meetings, from texting, meeting, calls, dates, multiple dates. Believe me, you'll know almost every possible action by heart.
I remember my feelings after 1.5 to 2 years of practice. On another date, greeting, how it unfolds, who talks about what, I started noticing tiniest details. Here she's a bit shy, I know how to respond. When you've had a lot of such events, on the next date, a click happens. You think, this is boring. She's cute, but for you, it's no longer super valuable. You think, how to make this date fun? Let's do something unexpected for her. Why? Because you've mastered the routine. Until a man masters it and knows it by heart, he doesn't realize how templative he is. Your competitive advantage is knowing how banal other men are. You'll feel it when you think, damn, how banal these guys are. Any imitation attempt is doomed. Women feel it, like a traffic cop stopping you. He checks your license, sober today, tomorrow, lets you go. But if you drank a bit and drive next morning, same cop, let's blow into the tube. You try to stay calm. How did he know? Experience. An average woman has been on way more dates than an average man. Why, if numbers are equal? Some men date a lot, some none. Average woman has more dates than average man. So by gestures, micro-expressions, posture, intonation, she senses if you're nervous, insecure, instead of enjoying. It's doomed. Nothing will happen. Accept it. Another life hack. Suppose the date went poorly. You were stiff, conversation didn't flow, insecure. Don't want to go home with failure. What to do? At the end, be sincere. Say, I looked at you the whole date and thought you're cute. I even felt shy, so I want to kiss you. Just kiss her. It's at least some boldness. We need conditions where, within reason, no craziness. If she's trying to leave, don't force a kiss. When she smiles and doesn't run, but you boxed yourself in, show sincerity. I remember as a teen, near a dam with a high Tarzan swing. Kids jumped. First time I let go early, not max height, splash. Thought, do more, fear goes. Didn't work. Then, whatever happens, happens. Max swing. Did it? Fine, no more fear. Project to women. If afraid to seem insecure, say it directly. Useful experience, even if you mess up badly. Approach. I want to meet you but don't know how. Tell me what you'd like if a guy approached right. Don't pretend. You'll feel freer, regardless of result. Even if she ghosts harshly, she won't with this approach. You'll feel satisfied inside because you were yourself, wanting to develop qualities. Find max stressful situations where uncertain, scared, and try to enjoy the process. That's all you need, the essence of practice.
A man can dominate from a weak position. Example, she comes provocatively dressed, cleavage, etc. You sit blushing, lost. Say, you always dress like that? I'd say provocatively. She, no. You, if I weren't so modest, I'd take you home tonight. But you're lucky. I'm intelligent, can't allow everything. She giggles. Then, actually, you could take me. She teases, not so fast. You, what's the point of first date? Get to know each other, right? Nothing tells more about a person than their home, how they live, details, personal atmosphere, best for opening up. She doubts. You lead to, I think someone should take someone home tonight. Just decide who. We just drink coffee? Seems the day should end more meaningfully. This creativity, you birth it. No internet templates. Only after mastering routine. Not to drag her home, just fun. On pickup philosophy, I've said many times, one task from today. Catch yourself focusing on end result and get rid of it. That's most important. Otherwise, woman becomes goal, like fisherman thinking catching fish is life or death. He jerks at first bob, no fish, or misses bite, afraid to lose. Experienced grandpa sits one spot, fish comes. Runner gets nothing. Advice won't help in that frenzy. You need rebirth, then ask questions later. Get rid of fantasy. There's one image 100% women want. No such man. We're talking 80-90% max. The man it suits has those qualities. He doesn't seek more. Why? 10-10, absurd, too much. Mistake. Men become hunters chasing one princess, doomed to zero. On B, don't seem. Ugliest things from men lacking effectiveness, they lie. Experienced, honest men don't lie about intentions, transmit directly. Ugliest, guy proudly reports seducing virgin, being her first end. Boasts for praise, exaggerates. Such person hypertrophies self-importance, doesn't match image, leads to awful consequences, asserts at the expense of others, closest people. Never good husband, friend, or partner, asserts over weaker. Even in long relationships, he loses, woman leaves in conflicts. Why? Imitates the wrong, hysterical fist-pounding. Woman sees real attractive man wouldn't act so from insecurity. Honest one, calmly, if event doesn't suit, not on the same path. Calmly ends if needed, no joy if she returns unchanged. Imitator needs apologies on knees to replenish importance, not comfort. On setting rules/frames, either you have them or not. You don't announce no cheating, it's implied. You transmit it. If she crosses, you have principle or not, she feels. Freaky tip, studies, room with toys, 5 identical, forbid 1.
person interested in the forbidden. When interest peaks, say benevolently, fun talking, you look great, but I wouldn't recommend relationships with me. It's hard, I have specific conditions, could deem incompatible. Easier find guy on Tinder who accepts anything. I'm different. Template break, men don't act so. Benevolently, not dominance boost. Thanks for watching. If this video hit home or gave you a new perspective on dating and self-confidence, smash that like button. It really helps the algorithm spread this message. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. I drop honest, no BS advice like this regularly. Comment below. What do you think about this? Have you ever caught yourself trying too hard to be liked? Or share your biggest aha moment from dating? Let's discuss in the comments. And don't forget to check out the next video on the channel. It's recommended right here or in the end screen. You'll find it super useful. See you in the next one.